What's going on, folks? I am Scott Schertzen from Streampunk Entertainment, and welcome to Streampunk Reacts, where we watch videos, laugh at them, rate them, review them, and probably realize that we are probably not good enough to actually do these sports. And today, we are doing a sport called Unicycle Hockey. Unicycle Hockey. So, it is very simply hockey. It is on unicycles. It is actually really very popular in Europe. Germany has a 20-team league. I think Scotland has an 89-team league of just.
Geez, saturation much?
Scots, they're ruining Scotland.
The Scots know how to play hockey on, in this case here on unicycle.
I think Scotland. I think hockey.
All right,
can we see like a body check? Can we see those or no?
I don't think they're really. I think it's more of a finesse sport than actually like actual typical hockey or field hockey form. Because in this case here, the balance part is such a big aspect of this.
This is creative.
It's creative. Yeah, okay, that was almost a check right there. But I think it's more of a polite aspect of things.
Because you're probably not allowed to purposely check people because that will result in injuries with people's ankles getting caught in wheels. We don't need that.
You got to worry about that a little bit there. But yeah, this is something, like I said, it's actually pretty popular in Europe. It's getting a little bit of traction here in the States, but more for there's Quidditch is growing here, ironically, which is similar in some regards, but unicycle Quidditch is the thing. But in this case,
can you do the flying V at all?
No.
Can you do the flying V?
So that was unicycle hockey. We're going to rate these, as always, from the standpoints of obscurity, watchability, bettability, can Vegas make money on it, playability, and lastly, badassery. How bad is it? Badass is it? This time, for fun games, I'm going to kick this off because actually it's been, you guys have started it off, so I'm going to kick it off this time around. Don't think I'll volunteer after that. Obscurity, I got to go 9. I don't think a lot of people, even in Europe, knows this thing exists. Yes, Scotland has like an 89-team league, I think it is. Germany, England. Yeah, it's something that I think is under the radar a lot because it's overshadowed by things like cricket, rugby. I mean, even weirdly enough, the U.S.
legitimate things.
Overshadowed by cricket.
Said more legitimate sports. That's a shocker.
It's the bigger sports in this case here, so it's a little, like I said, it's a little under the radar some. But obscurity, I think even in Europe, it's a 9. Just because, again, it's overshadowed by a lot of the other sports, like I said, cricket or rugby or the rest of those there. Watchability, oh, dude, I could watch this thing. The finesse aspect of it, I think they make being on a unicycle very natural. And I think that smooth aspect of it, I think it's honestly, ice, what you watch, hockey, ice hockey. They're very, obviously it's a finesse sport in that regard, forgetting the checking part, but to stay balanced on skates is difficult. I think staying balanced on a unicycle is harder. So I'm going to give that one a 9 also. Bettability, listen, dude, I can't ride a bicycle, okay? No joke. I have forgotten how to ride a bicycle twice in my life. So that adage about, you never forget, bullshit. I've forgotten twice. I have to relearn how to ride a bicycle. Twice in my life, I have literally forgotten how to ride, and I'm not sure I can ride one right now. So unicycles, yeah, you're getting a 9 on that one. Bettability, I'm going to drop it a little bit on this, only because I don't think Vegas would have a lot of interest in a sport like this. Because again, it's more of a scoring standpoint. It's more of just, okay, which team can win, things like that. But I don't see them as fired up about something like this, so I'll give it a 7. Playability, 2. Like I said, I can barely stand on 2 feet without falling over. But much less put me on a one-wheeled bike here. So playability, I'm going to give it a 1. But badassery, I like it. I think there's a certain badass finesse aspect to it. I'm using the word finesse. I'm going to drive that right into the ground. So I'm going to give it a full 7 on that one because it's not a violent sport, but it is definitely a sport that requires a lot of coordination. So 7 there. Gentlemen, who's next?
You missed watchability.
What's that?
You missed watchability.
Oh, did I watch? Oh, shit, did I? Watchability, I'll give it an 8. I can sit there and watch this. I think it's something, like I said, it's kind of mesmerizing a little bit, and the fact this video was only a minute and a half disappointed me some because I wanted to watch it a little more, and I'd be down to see an actual league and just watch like a live stream tournament of this. I would. So, all right, there we go. Sorry about that.
All right, I'll go next. Obscurity, I'll give it a 9 as well. I mean, it's not something you see every single day. You don't have to go to like a circuits to actually see a unicycle, so you can actually watch this whenever you want. So what's the next thing again?
Watch it. Yeah, obscurity watchability. Would you watch it? The one I missed apparently.
I would watch it. I
Mhm.
honestly would watch this one. If there was fighting in this, like actual hockey, then I would add more to this. But I'll give this an 8. I will watch it.
Would
I would
Happy
definitely-
Gilmore play
Ahead
this?
with the wheel.
Oh my god. Yeah. Next. Well, what's the next one? I'm sorry.
Bettability. Would Vegas make money?
This is the thing on the bettability, right? It's just like they don't know about this yet. It's like they could be confused. So I'm gonna give this like a 7 or
Mhm.
something. It's not like a guaranteed thing. And then badassery, I'll give this one a 10. I
Okay.
like it. I really like this one. I would definitely watch this one.
And how about playability? Would you yourself play it?
I'll give myself a 1. I don't have good balance at all. So 1.
So, gentlemen, down to the
All
last two.
I got to take this one. Obscurity, I'm going to give this an 8. Again, it's made up of things that are familiar to us. It's just when you put them together, that's the obscurity part. So I'll go higher on that 8. Watchability, I'll give it a 1 or a 2. Yeah, I don't know. It's the whole the unicycle. They look like they're fluttering around. They need fairy wings on them. That's what it looks. That's what they're missing. I can't do it. Bettability.
So if you feel it was a cosplay thing, would that make more?
I feel like it's leaning towards that. It just I don't know. It feels like it.
All right.
And
I like the glide part of it. I think it's smooth. But anyway,
I don't know the with the knees. Just it looks weird. It looks weird. Can't do it. Bettability, depending on how many aspects of the game you can bet, I'll say this one's pretty high, 8, 9. Again, it's Vegas. You can create anything to bet on. So I'll go 8, 9 on that. Playability, 0. I can't. It's the unicycle thing. I just can't get over. The one wheel. No, I can't even do those hoverboards that these kids are doing. Can't do it. So playability for me, absolute 0. Badassery, I'll give it a 1 just because of the skill to balance. No, this is not, again, with the feet. No, this is not badass at all. First off, I would. There's got to be some person that just put a stick in one of the wheels, and the person just, the Draymond Green of Scotland. Just
no, you're going right into the penalty circle for that.
Oh, no, it's on there, sir.
those are my
quite all right at all.
words on that.
Yes.
Terrible.
Sir, quite uncouth, gentlemen. Anything else with you, sir?
And by the way, that's exactly how every referee in that game should sound like. But yeah,
can they wear like the hood things that that they
the wig, the judge wig,
yeah, that the British courts wear?
Need the powdered wig, judge wig.
There you go.
So it's like that. Was it like Key and Peele or something like that did like a parody of like British sports or something like that?
Probably.
I forget. I'll have to look it up later.
Key and Peele would do something.
All right, let's get to the ratings. Obscurity, as Brendan said, yeah, it is very much things that we know and exist mushed together. But because when thinking about it, it's like, yeah, it's feasible that this would exist, but I wouldn't think that it would be existing, especially in a rather large league, even in Scotland. So I put obscurity around the 9 because it's just, you wouldn't expect something like this to exist in organized professional form. Watchability, I'd probably enjoy it for 1 or 2 matches, and then I'd be like, meh. So I'll put it watchability at around like a 2. Betality, Vegas, anyone can bet on it. But because it's A, obscure, B, not really intense, it's like, yeah, you can bet on goals, you can bet on how many people fall, you can bet on who wins, etc. So, but I put around like a 6 out of 10 on that one, actually surprisingly low. Playability, well, if you know how to ride a unicycle well, and you know how to play hockey, you can definitely play it. Can I play it though? I used to be able to ride a unicycle.
Really?
So I probably would be able to at least play it in a layman form. So but in a professional against people who actually know what they're doing, yeah, I get my butt handed to me. But in terms of just being able to play it in a basic form, yeah, I could probably do that. So I would say I would put myself at around like a 5 out of 10 for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And badassery 1. You don't look badass on a unicycle, at least without spiked shoulder pads. Here. If you don't have like spiked shoulder pads or the sticks on fire or something, you don't look like a badass on a unicycle.
So yeah, like some 1980s dystopian movie.
You have to either look like a Raiders fan or
especially if it doesn't look like you're even able to check people off the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, you're not allowed to do that. You're definitely not allowed to stick to throw the stick inside someone's wheel. And it looks like there probably isn't much contact. Like I'm sure they allow like reasonable bumping, but but if you like check them clear off, yeah, you're probably gonna get penalized. And it's so yeah, badassery, not so much. Surprisingly for a hockey game, it's probably one of the least badass hockey games. So yeah, I'm giving that like a 1, maybe 1.5 if we're stretching it, but I'm giving it a 1 on that.
All right, 1 it is. So, all right. So basically, I'm sort of alone in this case here, where I'm more or less the only one that seems to really like unicycle hockey. So,
no, I liked it.
It's interesting as like a little sideshow.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd be interested in seeing it like once or twice, and then it just like they would become like old hats. Like, okay, cool, it exists.
You know what they should do? They should roll that out at halftime shows during regular seasons. No. Just bring a goal, have everyone come out, just a quick 10-minute, because depending on the sports, like 12 to 15
Just
minutes.
hope no one
just
gets
get out
injured.
there, quick 8-minute game, boom.
Better no one gets injured in that.
No. Unicycle hockey on ice.
Yeah.
Instead of a wheel, it's a single skate. It's a blade. It's a saw blade.
I have.
Now, that would make it badass.
I have an ice sport coming, by the way, gentlemen. I haven't discussed this yet, but there is an ice sport out there that I haven't discussed yet, but I will. I'll bring to you guys in the near future. So
competitive ice drinking.
If it's got if the base of the sport is on ice, I think the badassery automatically starts at a 5.
Fair.
Oh, it's definitely higher than this.
Yeah.
So again, I'm the only one that actually thinks
ice walking.
No, I liked it. I said I liked it. I said I'll watch it.
Yeah, but I'm saying from a badass standpoint, you're like 1, 2, 1, negative.
No, what did I give it? I don't think I gave it a 1.
Pillow fights.
I'll go back and look, but actually, I don't remember. But I goldfish a lot of this stuff. So, all right. So that anyway, in this case here was Unicycle Hockey. Thanks as always for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm Scott. That's Mitch, Kyle, and Brandon. Appreciate the time. If you like it, drop a comment. Let us know what other sports you want. Yada yada. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, it helps out the channel. And at the end of the day, we work for you. So anyway, thanks as always. Tune in. Thanks as always for tuning in. Appreciate it. Take care. Stay awesome.